All right, guys, and a quick little update. February. So the thing I've been working on tonight is I got some more wiring done. At this point, I have all of the roundhouse tracks for Nashville wired up. These two won't come on for whatever reason. I don't know why, but all the blacks go back to a common, and then they're paired off. So 6 pairs. That's 3 red wires, and I just ran them back. And they come, well, I'll just turn the panel back on and show you. They come over back to this. You've got your indicator LEDs, so that's the first 2 tracks. There's the second 2, and there's the last 3. These 4 tracks do work. I test them with the locomotive. That toggle switch I got to fix because it's jammed. I've never seen that before. But anyways, we did that. Rich fixed the bridge, and then they did load up for a train show. So Rich didn't get too much done other than that, and me working on the wiring. We did a whole bunch of running tonight with Drew's Milwaukee Road stuff. He just put it up because we're fixing to leave. But we got some pretty good picks, so I will go ahead and throw those in. Other than that, not too terribly much. I did a little bit of wiring work, and this houser spent a bunch of time just running trains.
I did a bit of work on the rolling stock, though. I think I did about 5 cars.
Yeah, you did do about 5 cars, which is nice. The other thing, I wonder where I put them. Nolan's 2 FAs are speed matched. I stripped them down, cleaned all the gears and the ultrasonic cleaner, re-lubed everything. They're going to run about as good as they can get. A little bit of jerkiness, but they probably need upgraded decoders and keep alive circuits in them. But they run good enough. I had them out the club, so we'll test them out here next time. So that's pretty much going to be it. Anyways, you know the drill. Like, subscribe, more to come. All right, another little clip. So we have Mr. Eagle Point Railroad. We started working on the Fiddle yard. Those are the new Pico Insel Frog number 6s that are going back there. And then it's tall, dark, and ugly.
Stop talking about yourself.
All right, give YouTube world the speech of what you're doing and why and all that shebob.
This is effectively a number 4 ladder. These are a mix of Shinohara and Atlas turnout, so we are going to replace the whole ladder with Pico number 6s. And,
on both ends.
On both ends. So that will give us actually a little more. It actually will give us a little more space, and then it'll flow a little better.
It'll run a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
So that is the district boundary. One district, another district over here. Everything from here to the hole in the wall over by port where it goes back through has been completely left. So we have modification work to do on the port itself as well. But that's the idea. This is going to be a signal block. It's going to be the bypass track. Operationally, we can pretend like this doesn't exist. It's a for funsies track. And then these 3 are going to be arrival and departure. Of course, you got your yard tracks and air quotes, all the shelving up here. And then all 4 of these, with the exception of the bypass, are going to have toggles on them to turn track power on and off. And this section back here, good chance that we're probably going to put switch machines on these. So one of the next panels I'm going to have made is going to be for back here. But anyways, more to come. So yep. All right, so update clip on the staging yard. We've got the ladders out at both ends. Everything's test fit, ready to go in. So we got the left hand one sitting here. Looks all nice and shiny with those number 6s. You'll also note we have got rail joiners on it where appropriate for the signaling, but also to turn the each one of these tracks on and off. So, and then on the other end of it, old Captain Dumbledore is sanding. So,
Profiling the court.
give us a progress update, Rich.
So we're rebuilding the ladders and updating the turnouts to number 6s. We've went ahead and gone with the Pico, so that we have been able to control the whole yard without any additional pieces. And
Yep.
then eventually these will be electrified. And so what we're doing is just building the transition from the approach track into the yard, and cleaning up a lot of the debris that was here. So what I'm doing now is I'm just profiling the end of that court so I can build a ramp here.
And
This
these-
end.
and then we're going to use the little bit of the one of those things, incline starter, right up against like that to make the ramp down.
Actually, it's going to go on the foam because the foam is lower, and that will line up that.
Like that.
We will. We can try to profile some more cork in here, but it'll take a little too long to do that. So we're doing a fit.
Yeah, because in less than a month we're going to have people up here for the NMRA SEER convention.
So that eliminated most of that hump there, where my thumb is at, and then it just goes down there.
And
So don't have much flex in there. So that should be functional, and then we can come in here and do some small mods and
yeah, but
just build a section and just pull it out, drop it in, put it back in.
that's later. After this, the next
Right.
thing we got to tackle is the port area. And then we got a bunch of little spots around the layout where turnouts need replaced and curves need straightened and all that fun stuff. Anyways, more to come. Now starting. I'll do the horn. There you go. Just okay, maybe not. I thought there was something off on that. And test around across the new turnout. Mm-hmm.
So
And bye bye locomotive. Alright, so one last little clip from tonight. Came over here and I've gotten a bunch of the rail painted. You just kind of barely see that black. So I did that. Got all the way up to that turnout. Did some of this. Also went ahead and dropped a pair of feeder wires on the approach track to the turntable. So I normally don't solder track to turnouts, but I went ahead and did that outer rail right there just for alignment. Very tiny little bit of solder though, so if we ever have to take it out, it's not gonna break the turnout or anything. And I hardly ever do that. I don't like doing it, but this time I made an exception. So, what else? Oh yes. So, a couple other things, last minute things we did tonight. Oh, and just so you know, all these clear tubs is all stuff from that monster estate sale that Rich and Nolan got a hold of. Anyways, he's got a bunch of like just basswood and styrene strip and brass tube and all that over there. So he had some cardboard tubes underneath the layout. We cut them in half and I glued them to a piece of 2x1x4 and I got glue on them up
you
top,
put- I
actually
put
holding
you-
them together.
I hope you put.
Give me 2 minutes and then tell me. And if we, well, okay, I guess everybody's going in here.
Are you free Wednesday after work?
That's a remote chance.
If we follow Rich in here, then
What do you think on?
I'm thinking I'll have you up here
we
to
got
help me
both
finish the stereo and
both
close.
ladders in the
Got a lot of new equipment.
fiddle yard in here, so
Gay and I will take you to
That's
Shoney's
pretty
or
much-
Steakhouse.
ready to go.
You will.
And then of course she's got the Pennsylvania LGB
Wednesdays are usually open.
Mikado sitting there. Anyways, so yeah, more to come. Quick little clip. We got Ethan all the way on the back, about 20-something cars, and we're trying to do separately manned helper and engine crews. So I don't know. We'll see if we can do this or if it ends as a disaster. Fun. All right, so now a little update. Rich has got all the way down there. Well, Slater's been working on freight cars. Say hi.
Hi.
Okay, that'll work. But we got the left end pinned in, and then tonight, Rich got the right end in. So none of this is spiked down, it's just loose fit, but it's ready. It is very runnable right now, which is what we need before the convention. Another thing we did on the right end of the yard, you can see we've got re-railers, which is awesome. So that's that. If we, and sorry, we'll make you a little dizzy here, YouTube, but pass through the shop. We got a whole bunch of the tubs all in here out. They're sitting on the layout over by port, so we can actually walk. Hallelujah. I want to get some of that cleared out so we have in our workstation eventually, but that'll come. And then if we meander in here, we've got, say hi, Rich.
Hi, Rich.
That way. So the card table is moved back against the wall, and the thing that was sitting right there is right there. We got Skippy, hasn't been here in a while. Wave or something. Nolan's next door neighbor, the man himself.
What man? Where? Who you talking to?
You,
Who's that?
almost baldy.
Who?
And
Making a video.
I make a clip for the other. And then everything I'm working
Who
on.
is it?
You're a fleet owner looking for those fuel discounts.
Bonehead?
Call RTA.
It's for you. It's
He's making a
video clip for YouTube.
He's not
For the
talking
next
to me.
layout update for your place. And then I got most
I
of
don't know how many
the.
times I've seen this, Skippy.
Okay, be quiet a minute. I got
He
most
didn't
of
do
the.
a pull test to make sure he was locked in on this fifth wheel. And he dropped the
Kenny.
trailer as he made the turn. The trailer just came right off the truck because they don't do a pull test.
So got the pool table mostly cleared off. Apparently Kenny decided to put on trucker videos, but
He's stuck on the curb.
and Slater's been working on freight cars. So you know the drill. More to come. So another quick little update. We're trying to do a little bit of photography. Running that. Rich is somewhere else, and they're still over there working on. Kenny's putting lights on a coal tower. They're watching television. We're waiting on the food, and we've got the video. Yeah, the lights came off. There we go. We got the Milwaukee Road coming. Yeah, it's gonna go all the way down, hit that tunnel, and then it's gonna come to the snow seam down there. That's how you re-rail on the fly. All right, one more clip for tonight. We got the
I know. Just killed you, didn't it?
tree crew in here.
It thorned you to death.
Bill and
Thorn beat him, huh?
company. They're working on those.
Like I'm making a science
And-
project.
We got him over here. Sorry, Bill.
We'll see you doing stuff.
Mixing
that,
up
you know,
a
she
jar of
didn't see
paint to
in
get
high
it-
school, Brian.
Good enough shape so we can get some more rail painting done. And Slayer and I are fixing to work on some scenery, so
So this is all the trees that we have.
more to
There's
come.
2 more boxes over there.
All right, so one more little clip. We got the tie guy back here, and we're on this. I'll go ahead and do it. Why do you clip the actually down? I'll get this to where you can see it. We're on to step number 2, and we got the rails done through here, so he's going back, and we're doing the brown, tie brown, rust, whatever color on the ties. And then we'll come back with a 3rd layer, and we'll put 2 or 3 different layers of wash of different colors on it to kind of show what's the main track, what's the side track. And once we do that, we can come back and actually start doing the ballast in here. So these over here, and yeah, more to come. Last thing of the night, we have some trees. Courtesy of this lovely lady.
Andrea!
There you go.
The tree
And Bill and the
lady
crew.
did- The tree crew.
There you go. So Slater and I did some foam work. All of us are fixing the book out, and Rich will be the last possum out of here.
They look good. You know,
Uh-huh.
if there was a road down through there,
But-
that would look pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
More to come. All right, one last clip. This is like 3 clips for the same night. We had Bill and company here, so that got us a lot done. But, so if you're in this area before, there was that table there, and the card table was stuck in front of it, so you have really narrow opening. Well, I got to looking at it, had the idea, and no one liked it, so we went in and did it tonight. But we took that desk and moved it right there. So need to do a little bit more organization on it, like get some of that stuff consolidated, sorted, because I have drawers for most of that to go in. And then the idea is to go ahead and get more storage door, 3-door storage units like that, and put them up here so we got more storage. And that allowed us to take the card table, shove it back against the wall, and now you actually got a walkway. And you can sit at that card table and not be blocking off all this over here and everything. So that worked out pretty darn good. And we're able to squeeze a card table right there for now. We got enough width
Whose is this?
that
No.
it's extra. We got enough width that eventually we can take that folding table out, get in there one of these rolling storage cart door organizer thingies, and stick it right there. And that's probably going to end up being more paint if we need it, but also just
I got my
workbench
tires
stuff.
ordered.
So
They should be here by next week so we can have a race.
in any event, that's what we did over here. And Kenny, another thing he did is, you can just barely see it, but he got a,
Careful.
yeah, glad you mentioned that before I picked it up too much. Got the light on top, and we got the wire running down. Need to figure out a way to thread it through on the inside. So
No, it's all sealed.
yeah, there you go. Disguise it in any way. Maybe we'll put it in like heat shrink tubing, make like some
Yeah.
sort of cable or
Paint it
something.
gray or black.
But so yeah, 4 clips for tonight. This is probably the coolest thing because this area works so much better now. And the pool table is essentially cleared off at this point. So just a few little things to get, which won't take too long. And this will be cleared off. We can actually play some pool. So anyways, that'll do it for whatever day of the month this Friday is. I forget.
The 7th.
7th of June. Anyways, yeah, more to come. All right, another update clip, week before the convention, but something incredible is happening. We have Rich doing something other than track. Oh my gosh. This is incredible.
Put them,
Utterly incredible.
somewhere where you can catch them. Maybe
Are you going to comment on your scenery technique? Because it looks like you remember what you're doing fairly well.
and
Covering everything.
Even the dead, dry lichen that needs to be replaced, right?
No, just covering everything that's white.
going up.
He's going up. Okie dokie.
Yeah, I could make some puns about your face in that color, but I'm not going to.
And yes, you may put out some new people too, but the walk
So-
will have his license.
So we got him doing that. We got Gay out here. It's been a little while. And then Brad and Joanne showed up too, and Joanne and Gay are working on figures. And we have Star Trek running, of course. And we got the piece that goes here. I caulked in just one side of the permanent. We'll fill this eventually. We got the profile board for right over there. Got the other profile board cut that goes right in there for the removable section. And then Brad's being my cutting guy, so we're getting ready to work on a couple layers of foam to go in here. And this whole section, along with that piece, is going to be removable.
Okay, since you've
And say hi, Nolan.
learned how to do this, I now want you to right there in the middle. You're going to have to take a big blob and force it in. It's going to be
In the middle of what?
in the middle of that blob. I wish I had a stick I could point to.
Hey, hold on, Nolan.
Put your hand.
Nope.
Put your.
About in this area?
Yeah. There's going to be a big blob sticking out, a boulder, a cliff.
We already got one of those.
We'll go up higher and just make a big blob and
You're talking about filling in that cavity kind of up to where the white is, right?
No, he wants something like that right there.
but not there. I want it right in the middle.
In the middle of what?
In the middle of the whole floodplain.
In the
You
middle.
talking about that hole
Yeah.
there?
No, move to the right. Put your thing in the
Reaching in there. Okay.
You're trying to put it over here.
right. Yeah,
So you just want a big blob right there.
big blob.
Oh, you're talking like building up the ridge, basically.
Yeah, but I mean
Okay.
it's going to stick out. It's going to Make sure you push it in though, or it'll roll down the hill like a regular boulder.
Hiking up the rocks. Okay, so the guy
So-
that's the guy with the sticks.
You got to agree with me here, Nolan.
Uh,
Is it not amazing that we got Rich doing something other than track work? This is like
yes,
Kenny doing
he's
something other than
frustrated, but he's
locomotives.
learning.
Well, it looks good though.
Now go back to that blob, make it bigger, put some more in there, and then start stippling it where you're making the ridges. I know
So
that you're stratifying it.
Right, but it actually makes it look man-made. It doesn't look natural.
Well, you're gonna keep working with it till you make it look natural.
With this, you get straight lines, so it's not going to look natural.
Well, make them crooked then.
I get a
And
chuckle out.
the two sides have got to match the front, geologically.
in front of what?
The front of the face, the front of the boulder. It's complicated, people.
Right, so that's what I'm saying. If I watch Mike scribe plaster, and it looks a lot more random because it's a thin point that moves around. So with a long straight edge like that, it's hard not to make it look like it's man-made.
Okay.
But anyways, that's what we're doing. I know Rich doing something other than track. This is amazing.
Have you
think you've
given
said
him
that several
the
times
measurements?
Yeah, he's working on it.
And where's this piece gonna go?
So that's what we got for now, everybody. More to come, as always. All right. So we got the figure lady.
So we got.
So tell me your process, how you come up with the stories for all these.
Oh,
We were just talking about
we were just
that.
talking about the stories. Well, this is a guy with a little kid with a teddy bear, and they're on one bench. These are two professional people talking about whatever's going on at the office.
Does that include Rich or no?
I don't know. And I think this must be, she's wearing white, so I'm going to assume she's a nurse or something.
Probably.
Ah, and she keeps falling back. And she's just sitting with a guy this guy looks like my brother. So anyway, we're going to glue them on their benches and hope they stay.
You got the little bench right there. So this is the lady that we can thank for all the wonderful figure work up here.
Absolutely.
She's done an awesome job.
Need my
Yes.
glasses. Well, since we convinced Nolan to get us the good glue,
Yeah,
I know.
Things are working well.
it's working much better.
Yeah, that's like all the paints she's got in the drawers, and half of them are separated.
Right up.
Okay, he's on there and he's going to and he's sitting as close to the end of the bench as he can because he doesn't know her.
So
This coming Saturday.
Tomorrow or 2 days? Two sets.
Okay, that's that dot.
There's a convention in Chattanooga.
Okay, she's holding a book or something. Okay.
there you go.
Yay! One bench.
One
Now,
bench.
Getting ready to do the next bench.
Yeah, it's like the Johnny Cash song. One piece at a time.
One piece at a time.
And my fingers keep getting in the way of the.
That's okay. I've just been trying to keep the instant glue off my fingers.
Yeah, I mean, my fingers keep getting in the camera lens. That ain't good because I can't see what y'all are doing if my fingers are in the camera lens.
Okay, what's that one?
Then we have the. I forget what this is. Oh, yeah, the RC Hotties Instacure stuff.
And it only takes about 10 seconds. At least
Yeah.
with the Boy Scouts, it only took 10 seconds.
'Cause I guarantee you the same thing as like the Tester's Instant Cure, just a different bottle.
There you go.
There we go. So she's talking. And note the body language. His knees are crossed toward her. Hers is crossed toward his.
There you go.
So they're obviously talking about something important. Whereas these guys are.
Right.
Sports.
Okay.
So there you go. That's how she does the benches and everything, YouTube.
It's not DCS.
Yeah. All right.
Say that again, Kenny.
Yeah. So,
If it's not DCS, it will not work.
so the last train I saw run on here was the passenger train.
That one?
No, I
Right.
think the other one. That one.
Do you have any comments for the Memphis night when we finally had the O gauge running, Rich?
No, the O gauge was running when I first got here,
Yeah.
Okay, since you got here.
and then it quit. But he
Only
fixed-
the
but you
only the
fixed
door.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got it.
And the door track was
Yeah.
working fine.
Wasn't the power pack?
Ethan is the one we selected as our victim
It's
for
the
this
t-
test.
Okay.
So,
This is not picking up the control. It stopped receiving. So I just took those connectors and sideways.
Ooh, we got smoke.
I don't know.
Rich, that's not healthy for you.
Oh.
Stop smoking.
Something moved the wire.
It's the engine. My engine.
It's supposed to be towards the camera, Ethan, not just like sit there filling the room.
Those will work on that project I want you to do.
There we go.
There it is, finally. I could dragging out my video. I see. Oh, you got a Allegheny. Okay.
Oh, just remember when you turn the power off, all the way off, you have to up and then up again. Probably about 3 times.
Out of the way. Move, Cromwell. All right, Nolan, how happy are you to see it go? Come on, give me a say woo earlier.